Y'all, I had a rough night last night, and being a full time content creator, this lesson is one I've learned before. And honestly, I have to relearn so often. But lucky for you, this podcast exists and you can learn from my own mistakes without having to go through it yourself. So let's do this. Welcome back to the Content King podcast. I'm Tony DiBernardo, your host, and today is all about creative energy. Now, as someone who grew up with ADHD, I not only got distracted frequently, but I wanted to try everything. Even as an adult, I still want to try everything. But I also had to learn how to be a good steward of my energy, right? I won't get too deep into the weeds and the science on this episode. If you want to, know that, you just let me know. I think on Spotify, you can actually leave comments, which is so cool. Feel free to ask me anything in the comments. It's so cool. But all has to do with what you let into your body and how it affects what comes out. So last night, I had a lot of goals for the night. No pun intended. You'll see. As you know, yesterday, I just committed to 30 days of podcasting. So naturally, because I just made that commitment, resistance would come in full swing immediately. And it did. This is how the devil works, man. So, and my coach says resistance follows intention. No, what does she say? Disruption follows intention. And I find this to be so true in my life. Every time I try to do something that's genuinely good, the second I try to start it, I'll get some form of resistance. And if you can't get over it, then you're not going to get through it, right? But if you can get over that initial resistance, you'll probably make it to the end. It's just like dieting. It's just like anything hard. So last night, I got home from hockey. I was pretty tired, like physically tired, but it really woke up my brain and I was ready to work. So I put the kids down. I joined my wife downstairs and she was on reels like she normally is, just waiting for me to come down. That's the time she gets to decompress. All good. Don't blame her. And then we typically watch an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever show we're watching. She goes to bed and I typically will either go to bed with her most of the time, but if I have work to do that night or things I want to do that night, then that's when I'll do that. But this time, she didn't stop scrolling when I came down. So what did I do? Well, I knew I had some DMs to answer. So I opened the most addictive app ever created, and the rest is history, right? Instead of showering, I was a smelly mess after hockey, and I was going to shower right after, the kids went down. I was going to write what was supposed to be today's episode so I can film it this morning. Then, I was going to get ready to edit and schedule some of the reels I had scheduled. I was going to edit a podcast episode for a friend that I went on so that I can get it to her today. So many things. So I could just spend my day guilt-free with the kids. Instead of doing all that, I scrolled and I scrolled and I scrolled. Now this was tough for me because I had I had learned this lesson like dozens of times before, and I still fell victim to it. And worst of all, I was a physics major in college, okay? And it still didn't click until my coach brought it up. But it all comes down to the law of inertia. The law of inertia states that an object at rest stays at rest, and an object at motion stays in motion. Another way of visualizing this is that a moving train, it can break through a brick wall, but a train that is stopped cannot even get over a wooden block, right? So in this case, I just come home from a mastermind in New York last week where I got over that wooden block. Y'all, if you saw me over the last month, I've been hitting crazy resistance, right? And being in a room with really successful, mostly female entrepreneurs at this mastermind, it just motivated me to push and push and push. And I finally got this train moving, right? I was creating a lot. I was moving. I was thinking, and I wasn't staying still. And this can look like a lot of different things, right? In this industry, even pressing record, pressing publish, doing small things can get you in motion, and saying no to stagnant activities can keep you in motion. So I was so freaking disappointed in myself when I came downstairs and I broke my rule of no scrolling on social media at night, because not only did I stay up scrolling on Reels until 11 o'clock, guys, it was like 2 hours. I know, trust me. I was so bummed, but I felt so depleted. Like I had so much creative energy or potential energy, whatever you want to call it, and boom, the phone sucked it out of me like, I don't know, like I touched the basketball from Space Jam. right? When their talent all disappears. And I went to bed depleted and disappointed, and I woke up in an awful mood and extremely lethargic. And some people may think like, "Oh, well, it's just because you stayed up late." Wrong. I will say that it is completely wrong. Hear me out. I have journaled. Okay, so I have some medical issues where I had to food journal, and the clarity that that has given me, I journal everything now just to witness change over time and like cause and effect. I have journaled it and have physically documented this phenomenon. When I go to bed after being active in any way, I'm talking socializing. I'm not a big drinker, but if I go out to the bars and there's a lot of people, or we do karaoke, or maybe I'm doing a big project, I'm filming, I'm writing, I'm exercising, food prep, wrapping gifts for the kids on Christmas, like any sort of activity or creation, I feel alive. I feel light in the morning. I can just get up. Even if I get like 4 hours of sleep, like if I'm packing the car because we're going on a trip and I just, boom, I go to sleep, I can just right back up. Like it's just, I go down, I go right back up. I'm light, weightless. But every time I scroll for longer than 30 minutes at night, I wake up as if I drank 3 beers before bed. That is not something I would do. But you know what I mean? Like it literally felt like a creative hangover, but it works the opposite because it's not like I was too creative and now I'm hungover. Do you know what I mean? So to me, it almost feels like I'm bloated. You know, like this kind of tired you get when you overeat. And it makes sense, right? Like I literally consumed so much the night before, and it made me think about why. Like clearly I set a goal and almost got derailed on day one. So yeah, I wanted to get to the bottom of it. So I looked into this, and obviously, typically what I do is I went to prayer and I realized something very simple. And I like to say that I realized something. God may have placed this thought in my mind. Some people might say God spoke to me, not the language I use, but good on you. The thought came to mind that we were made in God's image, right? We know this. We were made in the image and likeness of God. But if you look in the story of salvation, the entire Old and New Testament, God never consumes. He created the universe. He only ever creates. He created everything we experience or observe and everything we don't experience or observe. He created space and time, and he created the invisible battle for our souls between angels and demons. Everything we see and don't see. He gives and he never takes. And since we were made in his image and likeness, I'd argue that we were made to create and never consume beyond what we need, that is, of course. You were not made to scroll. You were made to create. Like there's a reason you have a great day when you wake up and you exercise and you check things off your list. Create, journal, something rather than just scroll on your phone. And it's not just blue light, right? It's not just like something, blocking your dopamine receptors. That's a part of it. Creating gives us energy, consuming drains us. Ready? This is why your courses, your online courses, all this is why courses are dead until a coach brings them to life. Courses are just full of constant learning, consuming, and they provide zero energy, whereas a coach is all action, right? When a coach is all action, a coach's content is all action. This is what I love. If all you do is consume, your content will only ever get people to consume, right? They'll never buy from you. If you create, your content will inspire you to create. If you create, your content will inspire others to create, to act, to buy from you. So today, I had a great day with my kids because I forced that to happen. You know what I mean? I know what needs to be done now. I knew that there was an hour today that I could write the bones of this message and record it for you and for me. But it required me to get up and move, to push through the suck, push through the object not in motion, and push it to be in motion. Like it is hard. It feels impossible, but let me tell you that knowing what's on the other side and knowing that it's supposed to feel impossible should give you more reason to trust the process and get moving. Like do it for the sake of your business, for the sake of your family. Just do it. So next time you're sluggish, right? Next time you want to scroll, next time you don't want to do something because you're tired, get up, go for a walk, get on camera, throw your phone across the freaking room, put your snacks away, and just start doing. People think that, oh man, I shouldn't do the dishes. Shouldn't clean the house. I shouldn't do this because I'm already tired. I won't have energy to do it. No, doing those things will give you energy. Gosh, this is simple. Feel free to adopt some of my personal rules. Number one, create a piece of content every day. This keeps us in motion. Whatever that means to you, create every day. And number two, do not scroll at night. Sometimes we leave the act of responding to DMs or comments for the end of the night, but it is such a trap. So please, no social media at night. And even by focusing on these two things, you'll be moving in no time. Okay. Man, I bet you're glad that I messed up last night because we got this banger today. So thank you for joining me today. I'm glad that my mistakes can learn to a lesson here. I'm Tony. This is Content King. You can find me on all platforms at Content with Tony. And if you're liking these episodes, you can support this podcast for free by leaving a review on your podcast app. So I would be super grateful. But if you have a question, you can leave it in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.